Hey guys, this is HK406, and this is an added on intro before our actual podcast starts. Or this is edit it on intro. So essentially, this will be divided into two parts. So this will kind of start drastically, and the only reason it'll start right away, it's because our first part that we were gonna have, we just decided to throw out, which was we're talking about kind of judgments and stuff on people, but it didn't really feel well structured as a podcast. But then our podcast kept flowing and kept flowing, and then that's what it's gonna cut into now, and you'll see what it is. Um, but essentially, there's two parts to this podcast. This right after this is part one, and then tomorrow will be part two. Hope you guys enjoy.
Well, yeah, they get all
Attention and
this pressure to be more PC, and I feel like in the long run, that's really going to hurt a lot of celebrities. They're being forced into this, forced into this political correctness where everything they say or do can really hurt them, and that's kind of forced them into basically becoming these puppets for certain political groups.
okay, so I have a question for you, Rory. Um, so say you saw a celebrity out in public. You didn't know they're a celebrity. Uh, I don't know. Say you didn't know who Justin Bieber is. You know who Justin
The
Bieber is.
Bieber
The his new
Bieber
song,
fever, man.
"Yummy Yummy."
Yummy.
Have you,
What kind of name?
I don't think you've heard it because you don't really keep up with any of this stuff. Um, uh, no opinion, but it's not that good. But I heard his album, I think that came out is actually sitting well with a lot of people. I haven't listened to it. Listened to his Yummy Yummy because that was a banger single out there. But I have a question for you. If you saw Justin Bieber out in public, he probably goes around with some security. You didn't know who he was. Um, we would judge him, obviously. This is not a question, is it? We would judge him like we judge people, but I don't know. I don't know where I'm trying to lead this. I'm stuck now.
So I'm gonna make you think a question, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna say you did know him,
Okay.
and you were to meet him. What would your reaction be? Because personally, I haven't thought about Justin Bieber since I was in elementary school because I was jealous that all the girls liked him and not me, and I'm like, why do they like this guy? He's a freaking baby.
And they still don't like us.
They just don't like us, which is fair because I'm not a very attractive man. But if
uh, so if I were to meet him,
you were to meet Justin Bieber,
okay, so I'm not a fan of him, but we all know he's famous. I don't actually know if I don't know if I would actually care to take a picture with him because that's the general thing of meeting a famous person. Is you always snap a picture with them. But I don't even know if I would care enough to even snap a picture with him. I'd totally talk to him and be like, "Hey, how are," the normal kind of stuff. He could be a chill dude or not a chill dude, but I don't think I would care enough to take a picture with him.
so in my mind, I still see him as this childlike figure. So I feel like if I met him now, there's a good chance I might not even recognize him.
Okay, fair. I've you just saw what I did. So I think because I've actually kind of followed along the whole storyline of, not really, but because I see him, I go on social media more. I do all of that kind of more mainstream things, kind of failing that speech, but
Your speech skill's too
these
low.
speech skills.
You need a skill of 75. You
Um,
only got skill of
but I
34.
think he's really matured.
You
Yeah,
think so?
I've watched some things that he's been in, some interviews.
It
Not
isn't that like that Billy Eyelashes. I call her eyelashes because I can't pronounce her last name.
Billie Eilish.
But wasn't he sung in a song with her, did he not?
No, he didn't.
Oh, he didn't? I swear he did.
Oh no, that one song that okay, this is what is that song? I can just look it up right now because I'm on my little computer. He got featured. I think the song got released, then it got re-released with his feature.
I thought
Uh,
you were gonna say got released and then got re-released with him removed.
no, because she released Bad Guy, obviously, because that song blew up.
I'm the bad
But then they
guy.
re-released another version with Justin Bieber. That's what artists sometimes do. But yeah, her original is a lot bigger than the one with Justin Bieber.
Yeah, I could see why. I mean,
Yeah.
Bieber is kind of a dead.
I don't know, 200 some million views just on Spotify.
I
That
mean, celebrity wise, it's dead, right?
no,
Like,
no, not at all. That's a
I still got some beef with that guy. I don't get, I don't get why he got all the girls.
well, it's because he made a I think that song is like the most disliked song on YouTube right now. Baby, baby.
Maybe. Oh.
It's
Cameron's
cringy.
got beaver fever over here.
I don't. I just think that he would be a super like. I feel like he's really matured.
I'm sure he's not a bad person in like real life,
Like real
in
life.
private life,
What else is there?
but I don't know. I don't think I'd care to meet the Bieber.
I wouldn't either. I, I would totally want to meet other celebrities.
Who would you like to meet? Like
Ooh.
personally, like
Okay, so like my favorite artists at the moment are NF, Whit Lowry, John Bellion. Out of all of them, I would pick John Bellion. And hear me out. He's not as big as NF anymore. He was bigger at a time. But John Bellion, if you ever just watch anything with him, he just has such great personality. And he's a great human being, it looks like. But the thing is, what if I met him and he ended up being like a shitty human? But I don't think that would happen. I think it would
that
be
crushed my soul because
that would
I
literally
really like John
I have
Bellion.
a lot of John Bellion merch and that kind of stuff, and I've been
But I mean,
listening to
like
him before he got
of all the stuff I've seen of John Bellion, he seems like a legitimate guy, like a really good guy. I mean, the first concert I went to, which was with you to Utah, was to see John Bellion,
yeah.
which we plan in a future podcast to talk about that trip
Our,
because that summer
we
trip
can
because
do
that was
we
great.
can do like multiple parts on that one.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Like Salt Lake City was awesome. First titty bar.
Yuri! I think my mom might be watching.
It's
Haven't
too
told her.
late. My parents know, your parents gonna know too.
Yeah, that's for a future story.
But
But no, I think if I were to meet anybody, it would be John Bellion. What about you?
yeah, I really like John Bellion too. But
See, I would also. I don't know. I think about meeting like NF or Nathan Firestein, known as NF, obviously. He's quite a big artist, but
he just wants to be left alone.
yeah, that's the thing is like I respect that because that's how I some most of the time. I'm not like him. He's a lot more private and all that kind of thing, but he wants to be left alone. And I think I would respect that. So I don't really want to. Of course, if I saw him, I'd totally like say like, "Yo, that's the." I would say something stupid because that's all I do. Uh,
Yeah, I really like NF too. A lot of my music is been influenced by Cameron Kraft because
ooh,
all we do is listen to his music in his car, which 99% of it I dislike, like
yeah.
strongly. But
I
there's that 1% that I end up liking.
I would say it's more than 1%.
1.1%.
I had a lot of music on the playlist I play in my car though, so
Yeah.
I skip a lot of songs.
But if I were to meet somebody, it probably wouldn't be a musician. You know, I have a lot of role models. You know, like I don't want to get too political, but I like, you know, Ben Shapiro and Dennis Prager are some of the people I really like.
Hmm.
And I think I really like Ben Shapiro, but I think I'd really like to meet Dennis Prager just because I think he's a really wise guy. And I'd really like to get his opinion on some personal stuff, but
He is a very wise guy.
I really like Dennis Prager.
That's not a bad thing. Well, could we consider him a celebrity?
You know,
He's
he's not very well known.
still
I
they
mean, he's pretty big in conservative media, but
I guess what do we consider celebrities these days? Because
I think anybody with any kind of fame, honestly.
so yeah,
Because I mean, if we're thinking about like NF or John Bellion, they're not that mainstream either.
no, NF is hella mainstream.
I mean, he is, but he isn't like they're not. People aren't gonna just recognize his name either.
No,
Like,
he's like almost there. He has quite a bit of songs on the radio now, but
and
he's
I'm not dissing NF. Like,
no,
I
no, you're
really
not.
like NF, and I'm not dissing NF. But if I'm being honest, there's a lot of people in the like mainstream that don't know him.
So, would you consider him a celebrity though?
I would consider him a celebrity.
Yeah, I would too. So, Whit Lowry, a lot smaller than NF. Would you consider him a celebrity?
I'd consider him a public figure.
A public figure. So, what about John? We're just throwing names now.
John Bellion is a digital Jesus. So
I don't want to be some digital Jesus.
Jesus.
He doesn't want to be though, worry.
Yeah, well, he is. So
I would have to agree with that though. But I don't really. So what do we like? How many followers do you need to be considered a celebrity?
I think. So I'd say like 10K.
That's so low
That is low,
because then
but you've gotten some kind of public fame if you're at that point.
even like shots, you know what that is.
I know who Shots is.
Would you consider him a celebrity?
I'd consider him an internet celebrity.
Okay, fair. Because he has more than 10K. I think 10K is really low these days.
I think it's really easy to be a celebrity today, especially on the internet. It's real easy to be a celebrity.
For me, I wouldn't lower. I think celebrity is just a stupid word these days because anybody can really become internet famous.
Let's put it this way. What if one day we were to reach 10K? Would we consider ourselves celebrities?
No.
Yeah, I don't think I would either. So that kind of makes me rethink the whole 10K thing too.
I wouldn't even if we hit 1 million, I wouldn't consider us a celebrity. I would be like, yeah, our podcast is popular. We are a little more popular than we were before, but I wouldn't consider us celebrities.
I think you can consider yourself maybe a minor celebrity if people start recognizing you out in public. I think that's when you start becoming that celebrity.
Rory, I got recognized out in public and I don't even have 500 subscribers, man.
Yeah, but it was probably from your
I didn't know.
Expansive, massive family that lives here.
No, I didn't know. It wasn't a family member. I didn't even know the guy.
You didn't even know the guy.
Did I tell you this story?
You didn't tell me
I'll
this
tell
story.
you. Okay, so I don't know his name. He subs to me on YouTube. It's Jeff something. He's like our age. And he came up to me and he was like, I support our local content creators. And I was just like, oh, I didn't know who he was. And it was just cool meeting someone that.
Where's my fans?
And I'm not popular.
Can my fans be some hot women?
I'm a lot more. My most popular thing is Snapchat, which is completely dying for me.
So I have like 10 people on Snapchat.
I used to mass add people, and
But is that really considered like being popular on Snapchat?
No. But I used to get like over 1K plus views, and now I barely sometimes hit 500 views just because I've died
I sometimes
off.
get 2 views of mine.
And one's from me. And
one's from you. One's from my brother, and that's it.
No, but I wouldn't even say like, because if you're saying getting met out in public by someone you don't know, knowing who you are, like, then I would be considered a celebrity, right?
Yeah, like a local minor celebrity, right?
I wouldn't really say that much though, because I wouldn't consider myself anything yet.
Well, obviously you wouldn't consider yourself that,
Ooh,
but somebody might consider you a celebrity because you're known.
I think we would have to bring this question up to a popular person.
Yeah, like a bigger actual internet celebrity or like a regular celebrity. But
Maybe
like,
in the
hey, when did
future-
you consider yourself a celebrity?
Maybe in the future, if we did get bigger, we get some people online.
We have John Bellion on the show.
I'm just saying.
Hey, John, if you're listening,
there's no chance you are. We'll tag John Bellion in
please, John Bellion.
Please. No, okay, so just think about that. If we got bigger in the future, and if we could pick one person to be on our podcast, because I'm saying if we keep this up,
we say it in 5 seconds.
It starts with
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bellion.
John Bellion.
John.
Yeah. I feel like he'd be such a like.
But I couldn't.
I feel like he'd be such a nice person to talk to.
I would say that he would take over this podcast.
Yeah.
But the thing with someone that big, it would turn into more of an interview than a podcast. Do you think?
I don't think it'd be an interview because I wouldn't be able to get any words out.
We'd just be looking at him and it would be like,
Just heavy breathing.
Roy, there's no pop filter on that mic.
That's the point.
Oh, yeah, our little setup's a little whack, but I think it would be John Bellion. I think this is 20-some minutes long.
I'm enjoying this. We can keep going.
You can keep going. We don't have to split into two. It just started again. We had this little cut because Roy wanted to clap mid segment.
I just wanted to confirm a thing between us.
Yeah, we're gonna rearrange this.
If he wasn't gonna confirm, I was gonna beat this shit out of him.
So this live on air abuse from Rory. His
I didn't say that. Where's your proof that I said that?
So yeah, we're just gonna cut this podcast up a little bit different. So I don't know how I'll make that flow though. Maybe I'll do like maybe I'll do like those little things. This is still like gonna be in the podcast, me explaining what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do like those little preview things before our podcast.
Yeah, we're just talking about at the beginning of the podcast we had a different topic, and I look back at it and it doesn't seem like it's the quality of content I really want, or even if camera wants it, I just don't feel like it's.
I don't know. We could maybe.
I feel like it'd be for something for maybe a later date when we have
more prepared. Because our topic we're talking about now, the whole celebrity stuff, we didn't really plan. We didn't even have that planned. We're just going to talk about.
It just kind of flowed naturally, and I feel like it was a lot nicer than trying to force something else at the beginning of the podcast.
I could agree. I'm gonna keep going with this.
Yeah, I really like this. Let's keep going.
So. There's some artists that you don't like, and there
are many artists I do not like.
So one of them, I know you certainly don't like, is Scarlord. So say if we did have an opportunity in the future and we're bigger, say we somehow he wanted to be on the podcast. Say he ended up liking these podcasts. This is like a random thing that would never happen, but
if he did, are you asking what I'd say to him?
Would you let him be on the podcast?
I'd say yeah, because I'd want to know why he made the music he made. Because his music.
So this has been an Add It On outro. So stay tuned to see what we say about him in tomorrow's podcast. And this has been part 1. Part 2 is tomorrow. I just said that. This has been HK406. Hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe and like for more content in the future. Peace.